What's up, 10 Scale Squad? Today we're in the drifting warehouse because we got something awesome. That's right, I built a racetrack. And here is the racetrack. Ethan and I assembled this thing last week. It took about 6 hours for everything. So that includes building the base and assembling the track and getting it all put together. This is 8 feet by 12 feet. It's actually a lot bigger in person than it looks in pictures and on video. This thing is super fun to race around. So this track actually comes with 2 surfaces. You've got somewhat of a smooth surface, and then on the flip side, you've got a little bit rougher of a surface for more grippy. We put the slick surface up top because, we gotta go sideways, guys. I love this track. They make some different variations of this track. You can get oval tracks, you can get big L-shaped tracks, but this one was like $310. It's a tight technical course, and you've got a couple long straightaways where you can really max out your Mini Z, and it is a good time. If you can see that, it's actually bigger than the Miata, so it's plenty big of a track. We got our buddies all amped up to get some Mini Zs, so I hope they do, so we can have, 5, 6, 7 of these things all ripping around the track at the same time. That should be a lot of fun. That's enough talking for now, though. You guys want to see this thing in action, and you want to see those Mini Zs rip around. That's what we're gonna do. So here is the Mini Z garage. As you can see, I've got a few in my collection already. Of course, we got the FPV buggy over here. This thing is a lot of fun around the racetrack. Strap on some FPV goggles and go racing. It's a lot of fun. Here we have both my Kyosho Mini Zs. This is just about the cheapest Mini Z that you can buy. I think it's like $129. And this was my first one, super fun. But of course, if your buddies come over, they gotta have something to race too. So I picked this up. This is a Toyota GT86. It's the same chassis. The only difference is body, obviously. And this one has bearings instead of bushings. And that makes all the difference in the world. Next to that, we've got my Banggood Special. This thing is like 50 or 60 bucks. And it's 1/28 scale, the same as the rest of them. And this thing is a wild animal. It's not the most precise thing to take around the track, but it's plenty powerful, and it's all-wheel drive, and it looks like a YouTuber that we all know and love. Except, for copyright reasons, I'm not even gonna attempt to say that. But overall, pretty cool. Definitely got some more room in the garage. Yeah, definitely want to get some more Mini Zs because these things are crazy fun. All right, guys, I got my Mini Z lined up at the start line. Let's just give this thing a few laps so you can see what it's like in real time. And I'm sorry in advance, I'm not the greatest Mini Z driver, but we'll see what we can do here. Oh, see, I'm already in the wall. So you can really slide it around corners, and if you're interested in getting one of these, I highly recommend getting one with bearings. It's just so much smoother, it's so much more responsive. Not that the other ones aren't, but especially if you're gonna be competitive, if you're gonna race your friends, definitely get a Mini Z with bearings. Although if you are a tinkerer, you can get the Mini Z with bushings, and Fast Eddie's sells a bearing kit for like $8 and you can put bearings in it. And that will really transform the way that these things drive. All right, if I want to go fast, I gotta stop talking. It's hard to drive and talk at the same time because they really do require, you know, some concentration and focus, especially if you want to, you know, get the turns just right, hit the apex, and, you know, keep going faster and faster. I took this one out of training mode, and I gotta say, it's like a night and day difference. I left them in training mode just to kind of get the feel for the track and kind of get used to it. But now I think that I'm good enough that I can really start to open it up and hit full throttle in a couple of the straights. Not that it's looking very good here, but trust me, guys. All right, guys, there you have it. You had a look at the track, you had a look at a few of my Mini Zs, and if you're into this thing, don't worry, there's gonna be some really cool Mini Z racing content coming up very, very soon. And I also need to do a review on this thing because it is a wild animal. You guys are gonna wanna see this. Do you guys race Mini Zs? Is it something that you think you might get into? Let me know. All right, guys, if this is your first time checking out the channel, welcome. I'm glad you found it. I like to do RC shenanigans like this all the time. I've got some cool stuff coming up. You're gonna wanna stick around. All right, guys, until next time.